Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Bernie G. We're back on NIPERG Radio on WCCR 590 AM, the one with newly elected president, Miss Mishka Montrope.
Hey, CCY, how are you?
So one thing I wanted to continue with, because I think I learned this when I interviewed Ken Roy, because first, why is USG the only student organization that receives stipends
Why are they the only student?
on this campus?
I can't give you an exact answer for that. I really don't know.
Okay, because I think one thing, when I was interviewing Ken Roy, especially because USG's here to benefit all the clubs, but it just seemed funny or just fishy when the student activity fee was trying to be raised, and then it's like, hey, you guys make a percentage.
Yeah, but I don't. Maybe I don't know. I can't speak for all the other executives, but
Yeah.
I don't take my stipend. I'm at the end of the year, I'm going to donate my stipend to the 21st century, like the colleges, like kind of like I'm not going to take my stipend. I haven't received my stipend, so that's just my personal. But I agree with you, kind of sense. Like I don't feel like if you're a student club on campus, that why are you getting funding? But to each his own. That's how I feel.
All right. So one big issue that happened is the student cafeteria receiving 101 health violations. April 7th. Yeah, it's this nice, lovely.
Yeah, it was in the campus newspaper, I guess.
Nice, lovely article written by your very own.
Oh, you wrote that?
This is my name right there.
Oh my God! Congrats.
Yeah.
No, I read it, but I didn't acknowledge
get
the author. I apologize.
You never get any credit for my work. But one issue that I want to follow up with was when Robert Rodriguez sent an email of the 4 things that's going to be immediately done.
Yes.
This one, number 4, was create a student staff food service advisory committee to oversee the quality of food. Has this committee been created yet?
Yes, it has been created.
Then who is on this committee?
It's various students and faculty members who sit on this committee from different disciplines, different parts of the campus.
Can you name specific students and
I don't want to name them because I don't know if they would approve of their name being like blasted over the air. So I would just. But this committee.
Okay.
I'll assure you that this committee is set up and it's open for students to come to and participate. And there are people who sit on the committee, but students are allowed to come to the meetings. And
so
I'll give you a name. One of the people who kind of was the one that kind of orchestrated this whole cafeteria boycott thing, which is Laura Rodriguez. She's an amazing senator in USG, and her and Timothy Anderson were one of the people that kind of started the whole boycott page. So she is one of the people that sits on their advisory committee. So I'll give you that one.
Okay, so because the current students now are still worried, even though the school is sure that they took care of everything.
Yes.
A lot of people are very skeptical.
Definitely, with reason.
And a lot of people know about this student staff food service advisory, but shouldn't there be some transparency? Like, hey, which students are checking the administration or the Metropolitan? That's the company that service foods in the cafeteria.
Okay.
So, because let's say just a regular student that's walking by the hallways, and everyone's aware that the cafeteria receive all these health violations. Maybe a lot of people aren't aware about the student staff, about a student advisory committee, but now that there is, because it was one of the promises that Robert Rodriguez made.
Yes.
How are they gonna find out about it when you guys meet? What are you guys actually doing? Or you guys are just token students that are just sitting down in a meeting with fancy suits?
Well, this isn't a USG advisory committee. This is kind of headed by Robert Rodriguez and.
Okay.
So, but there are people who sit on this that are regular students from CCNY who are USG members. Okay. So, yeah.
Will there
But I agree with you in a sense, there should be transparency as to when these meetings are taking place, and that's something that definitely I can look into for you. Right. And yes.
Anytime during this summer or in the beginning of the fall semester, where everyone that's on this committee could be listed. Because let's say if this committee is representing the whole undergraduate student body, and and I don't know who's on the committee, how are they properly representing me? At least USG, we know who those people are at each position.
Okay.
So
reason. And I think also in a sense of accountability is now the food service people are going to be having name tags, so who this person is that was maybe not doing a correct job of being sanitary or was talking on their phone. So now that creates some kind of accountability. This isn't about having your name on your chest that gives you that kind of like sense of like, okay, they knew who I am. So that's kind of like some of the efforts that they're trying to do. But definitely, I agree with you. Like, we definitely need to work closely with, not necessarily just depend on Robert Rodriguez to kind of just take heed of this, but USG definitely needs to work closely with Robert Rodriguez to make sure this is something, because this is something that not only affects like the student body, but the faculty, because you remember, like, the faculty order for Metropolitan. The president eats Metropolitan food, so this is something that affects the college on the whole, not necessarily just the students.
So these meetings are going to take place based on when, or are they month scheduled every month?
I'm not sure of the. I don't sit on the committee, so I'm not sure of the exact schedule.
Okay.
But I would think that they take place periodically, probably every month. Yes.
And are the students the one that's ordering these meetings, or is it the faculty the ones that's going to be ordering these meetings?
Well, I think it's the committee. Like I sit on the AE, kind of like similar to the AEC, the SSC. You have we have monthly meetings that you kind of like, you have to adhere to. So that's kind of like how they would probably the same formatting of, you do it every month, and you guys meet together. You come together and you meet. Okay. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Definitely, we wish you luck here.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully, you can work with the station WCCR. Definitely work with Bernie. When we did the USG Viva La Burns collaboration.
Thank you so much, Bernie. I just want to say thank you so much for having me on air. I do appreciate everything that you're doing right now, and I do appreciate what you do for NIPERG Radio. Is actually creating some kind of like a transparency and awareness on campus, so students kind of know what's going on. So I do appreciate shows like this. So thank you so much for having me on.
All right. Is there any way that the students could contact you if they have any concerns?
Sure. Okay. So my name is Mishka Montrope. If you want to email me, I'll give you my email, my personal email. But I'm gonna, you can look for me on Facebook. Anyway, you see me around campus waving, everybody, you'll see me. So anything I can do to help the student body, please feel free.
What room is what's your office?
Actually, I'm currently the Academic Affairs Vice President for USG. So my room is currently NAC room 1112, so NAC 1112. So if you see me in there, I'm in the back, just ask for Mishka, and I will definitely be sure to help anyone who needs help.
All right, so you guys been listening to the NIPERG radio show. Thank you to both of our guests for coming through. It was a great show.
She was amazing. Miss World 2012. She's gonna be Miss World, so I'm just speaking into existence already.
Wait, Lebanon. No.
Miss USA, USA 2012, right? We're speaking it as though it already is.
So definitely, I'm gonna hit you off with some Sierra. This is WCCR 590 AM, the one.